What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be answering the question, is Tesla going to crash tomorrow? Are we going to run to the green and rebound, or are we still going to drop even more? I'm also going to talk about the overall stock market and what's going on with Goldman Sachs and, the Fed and the Ukraine situation, as all these things could affect the market going forward. I'm also going to talk about news involving the UK and the Texas Gigafactory that could definitely affect Tesla for the future, before I end this video by talking about what Elon Musk has been tweeting about, as we do have some tweets in Japanese from Elon Musk, and also some other important updates involving new technologies for Tesla. Now, before I get into any more details about Elon Musk's tweets, before I talk about what's going on with the share price of Tesla and what I expect to be happening tomorrow, I do have to mention some very important things first. The first thing is, I'm not a financial planner, so please do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to get a free NEO share, as NEO has insane potential, guys. I think this is an amazing offer, so please check out the link down below. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So, looking at Tesla, we're down 4.02% for the day. We are even more red in the after hours. And the thing is, the entire market is kind of taking a hit because of many factors going on in Ukraine. We are going to see a potential wheat crisis, and also it's going to have a very big effect on crude oil as the price is starting to go up. We may end up seeing $150 crude oil prices very, very soon for every barrel. And that in turn is having a bit of a negative effect on the market, because even though I do love Tesla, and I think Elon Musk also talked about this previously in the past, he also mentioned the fact that, look, unfortunately, our economy still depends on oil right now. So we still need a little bit more to keep up with the current demand. And it's a little bit tricky considering the fact that we do depend on Russia, at least to some degree. I think like 10% of all, the US imports for oil does come from Russia right now. So we definitely need to improve that situation, in my opinion. But like I said, guys, like that is having its effect on the market and inflationary data. And as a result, we're seeing red all over the market. I mean, Roblox is in the red. The VIX is still going to the moon. The VIX is inversely correlated with the market. It's still doing well. IWM, the Russell 2000, took a big hit. The SPY, the Nasdaq's down 3.62%. I mean, big hits left and right, guys. It's all over the place. So what's going on with Tesla's share price? What do I think is going to happen? Now, I'm going to talk about that in a couple of minutes. I first have to disclose some very important things here. So check this out right here. The fear and greed index is very low, guys. The market is very capricious right now. We're seeing the reverse repo market going up and up and up because there's a lot of liquidity out there. Lots of banks are holding cash because they're losing faith in the current market. Now, that doesn't mean the market's just going to crash really hard. That means that we may see a bit of a correction, and we may have already seen it. So my point is, it's not in a perfect state right now. There's still so many ifs and buts. So another thing I want to talk about is this right here. Right now, many big institutional investors, many economists are saying that the Fed is acting a little bit too slow. I find myself a bit in agreement with that claim. However, here's what happened. It's not necessarily Powell's fault from this point, in my opinion. I think that we were set on a 50 basis point hike, and now it's gone down to 25. It's most likely going to be 25, according to him and also many analysts out there, many FOMC members. They're all stating the same thing. We're going to see a 25 basis point hike very soon. Some people are saying it's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. Some people say next week. So I don't actually know the true date as to when it's going to happen. I don't really know that yet, but I just know that it's going to happen very soon. So we're still waiting on that. But as a result, he's not going to be as hawkish. He wants us to sustain this current market state. He doesn't want to crash the market, which is why I don't see a massive crash. I do see corrections here and there, and I do see that as what's going on right now. So when it comes to the market, when it comes to Tesla, it's a little bit hard for me to make a perfect call. And the reason it's hard for me is because at any moment, if Russia does announce that they no longer want to attack, or they want to just back down a little bit, the market's going to bounce to the green like crazy. That's going to be like, that's the sign we're waiting for. So, anyways, I told you guys something in my previous videos, and I was repeating this many times. Some people did not like to hear this. I showed you guys this gap right here. Remember that? I've been talking about that for so long. And I was telling you that I saw Tesla dropping below 810. What happened today? the gap got filled. We ended up dipping all the way down to about $804 a share, down 4.02%. So the gap did end up getting filled just as we had anticipated. If you watched my videos, you guys would have saw that coming. And what do I see from here on out? So I made a previous video, and I'm going to actually do this again for you guys. I'm going to bring up a Fibonacci retracement chart. So this shows the levels at which a stock price may drop or even go up. And we're going to end at, I think, 890, 889. Yeah, like right there. So our next key level of support is around the $800 range. Now, I would like for that to hold up, but it's a little bit hard for me to say that. I'm sorry, I think the support appears to be at 794 to 800. So what I anticipate is, considering the fact that if I zoom in, we can see the super trend is showing a sell signal. Now, my prediction may not be perfect because it depends on the news, but I anticipate there's going to be a little bit more downside, guys. I still see a little downside. I think we're going to test the $800 level of support. We could go as low as 794, but if we do touch 794, I would expect us to maybe start to see some support there, a big bounce off that. That's where I kind of see this going. I also mentioned this in my previous videos. This is exactly what ended up playing out. And I just have to be real with you guys. I mean, they're going to be ups, they're going to be downs. It's natural for the market. But for Tesla, nothing has changed though. And I'm going to show you why nothing has changed. But check this out real quick. Let me zoom in. RSI, it's very oversold. So it appears like we're getting closer to the bottom. We're just not there yet, as some other indicators are showing. We're seeing a spread from the exponential moving averages. We have not gotten a flip from the 1348 EMAs. The RSI is at 36.46, very low. The DMI, the positive and negative lines, they have not crossed. The MACD is still suggesting we have bearish momentum. So right now, Tesla is looking a little bit bearish, just a little bit. Now it's pretty hard for me to predict exactly where the bottom is going to be. I'm trying to get that to close. It's not closing, but anyways, it's a little bit hard for me to predict exactly where the bottom is going to be. And like I said, the next key level of support would be the 794 to $800 range. I do think we're going to test that first. It really depends on if it holds up. If it doesn't hold up, then I can make another call. But right now, I do see us testing that. So I want to inform you guys and warn you, we could drop another few dollars going into tomorrow. So I want to prepare you guys for that. But don't worry, don't be scared, because I have to remind you that it's not the end for Tesla. We're not at the end of days. This is just another obstacle that's in the way that I believe Tesla is going to easily come back from, because we do have some very bullish catalysts coming out in the upcoming weeks. So let's talk about this right here. The Tesla Gigafactory Texas, the Texas Gigafest is what they call it, is set for public hearing on March 22nd. So they have a public hearing coming out. That's where they're going to be disclosing a lot of things. That's what many new documents from the commissioner's court are talking about. So that's going to be very awesome. I can't wait for that, but it's not going to be as big as April 7th. So don't forget about April 7th and mark your calendars, guys, because on April 7th is when we're going to have a very big event for the Gigafest. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. And it's still going to be very bullish news. You also can't forget about the Berlin Gigafactory. It has already been approved for 500,000 cars or more than that for production. And they should be starting production in a couple of weeks from now. So that's going to be awesome too. So, like I said, it's looking really good. Now, another thing I want to talk about in this video is diplomacy. And I think that word is often used more like politically. I don't think it like has the same context here, but you guys get my point. Tesla has really good diplomacy. They're doing really well all over the world. According to an Insider EV's report, it states that in the UK, two Teslas are in the top 5 as plug-in car sales doubled in the month of February alone. Let's go down to where the data is showing. They actually have really cool charts like down here. So I know this is small. Let me try to zoom into this. I don't know if I could do that, but anyways, as you guys can see, if it's not clear for you guys, here we go. So for January, this is the month of January. Each of these colors represents a different year. So the light white one would be 2016. This gray one is 2017. The red one is 2020. Guys, look at this massive spike in 2022. There's a massive spike. EVs are going crazy in the UK right now. Plug-in cars. Look at the registrations. Look at February. Another massive spike. They more than doubled in that month alone, year over year. My point is, the world is going green. The world is going EV. It's not just the US, it's not just China, it's coming to the UK, it's going to be coming in Germany, all over Europe, maybe Canada relatively soon too, as the FSD is coming over there too. I mean, it's insane, guys. Absolutely insane. And it's just the beginning. Imagine what's going to happen in the next upcoming months. It's going to be insane. So be prepared for that. Now, when it comes to diplomacy, the reason I brought that up is this right here, too. And this is kind of foreshadowing something I believe is going to happen in the future. So, this person right here, known as Gil Alfer from Austin, they stated that Elon Musk visited Fukushima area in 2011. They stated that we are grateful to Elon Musk and the Musk Foundation for this generous gift and for coming such a long way to personally visit Soma City, said the mayor. His name is Tachima. I'm sorry, Tachia. So I apologize for saying that wrong, but you guys get my point. Elon Musk said it's an honor. Then he gets more thanks, and then he replies in Japanese. Now, he either made a typo or uh there's something wrong with Google Translate. I'm not sure what it is because I can't read in Japanese, but basically it should have said a true friend is someone who walks away as the world leaves. I think they meant to say a true friend is someone that stays with you as the world leaves. I think that's what Elon Musk meant to say, but like I said, it doesn't matter, guys. He did what he can. It may be Google Translate that's messed up, or he may have made a mistake. It's okay. We all make mistakes. It's human, but my point is, this is amazing diplomacy, amazing connections that he is building. And this is very good for Tesla, for a company. He is not causing rivalries, he is not causing hate. He's shaking hands with people all over the world, and he is improving his business. Because one day, I believe we're going to see a Texas Gigafactory, maybe in Japan, maybe in a part of Japan. It could happen. It could happen. And I mean, I can't guarantee that, but I'm saying it's very possible within the next couple of years, within the next decade, we're going to see it. So this is something Elon Musk could be highlighting. It's going to be massive. So, anyways, I also want to talk about this tweet right here. Elon Musk has been tweeting a lot about traffic. He stated that defeating traffic is the ultimate boss battle. Even the most powerful humans in the world cannot defeat traffic. Then he stated that self driving cars will amplify traffic to insane levels, as you won't feel the pain of driving yourself. Now, that to me, guys, is insane. Someone replied and said, bruh, it's called a train. But then someone else stated, yeah, let me take a train to the grocery store real quick. I'm sure you guys get where that point is, as cars are way more convenient. And the US is structured very differently. We are a country that's, built around automobiles and roads. So the solution is not necessarily to get every single person to start taking trains. I think that's a little bit tricky. But because we're a car culture, EV cars are just another asset, another solution, which I think is very brilliant. Another thing Elon Musk tweeted about, this is the big one, guys. Check this out. Sam Albuquerque stated that traffic lights need to be controlled by AI. The amount of time we waste at a red light with no vehicle or human crossing is mind boggling. Elon Musk responded with a 100 emoji. You guys know what that means. Then he stated this. Maybe Tesla should make an AI vision device that plugs into the legacy traffic lights. It could just look at traffic and automatically maximize uh, throughput. I've never heard that word, but that's insane, guys. Absolutely insane. This could be something they're going to be working on. That to me is going to be amazing. I mean, I too have experienced this many times. It's amazing. This is why this company is so amazing. So for the short term, yeah, it's going to drop here and there. There are going to be drops like this. There are going to be recessions in the future. It's just normal. It happens in the market. It's cyclical. But eventually we're going to prevail. Eventually we're going to come back. And eventually we're going to run to the upside. So, what I anticipate for the short term, because we know we're bullish for the long term, everyone or next to everyone could anticipate that. For the short term, I do see us perhaps dipping a little bit, staying a little bit lower, but towards the end of this month, maybe going into the month of April, I see more bullish momentum coming because of the fact that we have big opening events coming out for the Texas Gigafactory and the Giga Berlin. It's going to be huge. So be patient, guys. I did tell you guys that I don't see this as the bottom yet. I do think we could drop a little bit more before we find the bottom and start to bounce. So I just want to inform you guys about that. And with that out of the way, guys, I don't see us crashing too hard. I do see us dropping a little bit more. And I do think we're getting closer to the bottom. But, anyways, thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Tesla to the moon and peace out.